Hey, beautiful people, this is your girl and your host, Kayla Rose. Welcome to another episode of Soul Seed, the show which is dedicated to taking you to new levels of you. So, happy Monday as usual. I hope you guys have had a good one, had a good start to your week. Happy to have you all here. So, please write your comments so I can actually see who is live in the room and I can give you guys a shout out, and please put your location as well so I can give your location a shout out as well. So if you guys were able to join me yesterday, you will know that I'm doing a series on vitamins and minerals, and I think it's quite appropriate considering the time that we are facing at the moment with COVID and all things quarantine and lockdown. So, yesterday in part one, I spoke about iron, zinc, and magnesium. And today I will be speaking about vitamins A, C, and D. So, hopefully, you guys are ready for that information. And my quote of the week, which I have decided to give you guys, is sweep yourself off your feet. And I think it's very fitting with Valentine's Day coming up on Sunday, right? I think I've got that right, the 14th of February. So it's about sweeping yourself off your feet. I'll be doing a special Valentine's show for you guys. So please join me on Sunday if you are available. So just give me 2 seconds just to get my Relax Radio book there. Of course, I've got a lot of notes. These vitamins have got a lot of information and I don't want to forget anything. So please forgive me if I do have to look down. So starting with A. So yeah, starting right at the beginning of the alphabet there, we are talking about vitamin A. And there are two types of vitamin A. There is retinoids, which is one that is derived from animals and animal products, and there is beta carotene, which is derived from plant-based products. So depending on which one you take, they can have slightly different benefits, but I'm not going to differentiate too much. I'm going to give them in a more generalized way. So, what are some of the benefits of vitamin A? One of the biggest things which I know is that it is good for your skin. So, this kind of ties into zinc. Those of you who are very much into skincare and different things like that may already know this, but these kind of products show up in skincare, creams, and different things like that very often, and it's because it is well known for helping the skin. It is a key ingredient in the formation of collagen, so keeping the skin looking nice and plumped and also getting rid of wrinkles as well. So for those of you who may want to try some more natural treatments, vitamin A could be the way to go, getting it either externally or also internally as well. It is good for protecting the eyes against blindness and age related decline. It can also lower certain forms of cancer as well. It's key in supporting the immune system, right? We're all very much concerned about keeping our immune system strong during this time, and vitamin A is one of the things which may be able to help. So we've touched on skin already, but basically it can reduce acne. So if you're going through periods where your skin's breaking out, or if you just have acne prone skin, you definitely want to maybe look into vitamin A. It also can support bone health, right? Which is definitely going to be a positive thing. And promotes healthy growth and reproduction. So promotes cell growth and reproduction in general. So if you want to be keeping those sexual organs healthy, you may want to look into vitamin A. So deficiencies are usually common in those who have certain digestive disorders. So a saying that I also like as well, and which I believe is true, is, you know, there is the well-known saying that you are what you eat. But I think more accurately, it's not you are what you eat, you are what you digest. So you could eat the most healthiest amounts of food, but if your gut isn't right and it isn't able to break down that food and basically take out the nutrients it actually needs and get it into the body, it doesn't matter how much healthy food you eat, it's just basically all going to pass right through you. So you want to make sure that the gut is healthy, and if your gut isn't healthy, then you may find that you have a vitamin A deficiency. And other sources of vitamin A, so places where you can try and top up your vitamin A, is always a good start, or a good place to look for some vitamins and minerals is your fruits and your vegetables. To add to that list, also eggs, whole milk, liver. Liver seems to be something that comes up quite a lot when it comes to getting certain vitamins and minerals. But as I mentioned yesterday, I'm not one to really eat any organs. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Please write it in the comments. But I know that some people recommend getting liver supplements as an alternative. So you guys may want to consider that as well. I might even start thinking about that as a source of vitamin A. And also fortified skimmed milk and cereals, that may be a source of vitamin A as well. To add to that, you've got carrots, spinach, sweet potatoes, and apricots as well. So that sums up vitamin A right there. So that's the benefits, some of the things you may experience if you are deficient, and some sources of where you can get your vitamin A from. So moving on to vitamin C, also I think I went on a little break there, but I think I'm back. I think I'm back to being live, and we are talking about vitamin C. So vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid as well. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hopefully I haven't butchered that word. You guys must be getting used to me saying that by now. So vitamin C is something which is commonly known. I think it's one of the most commonly known and spoken about vitamins. And this vitamin is key or significant in promoting healthy growth within the body, the development and repair of all body tissue. So that's going to be super important, right? The formation of collagen as well. So this is another one which is quite important to the skin, and keeping it nice and plump and keeping it nice and youthful looking. So you may also see vitamin C added into skin products as well. This is quite a common one. Something else about vitamin C is that it helps with the absorption of iron, something we spoke about yesterday. And that's something to bear in mind as well when we speak about vitamins. Some of these vitamins or minerals do not work in isolation. Everything is connected. And so you may be taking iron. However, if your vitamin C is low, you may not be able to utilize the iron which you're taking. So it's always good to possibly look into the relationship between certain foods and certain vitamins which you may decide to supplement, or maybe, you know, increasing in your diet to make sure that you're able to utilize it to its maximum capacity. Vitamin C is also key in the proper functioning of the immune system. Yet again, there is the immune system, something that a lot of us are concerned with at the moment, and also helps for healing wounds as well. It contributes to the maintenance of cartilage, bones, and teeth, and can be key in preventing the common cold. So I think many people have heard of this before. It's like old wisdom, which maybe your parents tell you, or maybe grandparents tell you, that a nice dose of vitamin C can help get rid or prevent a common cold. It also contributes to decreasing cardiovascular diseases, stroke, cancer, heart disease, and arthritis. And supposedly, its deficiency in vitamin C is something which is rare, but if you possibly do experience this, it can lead to scurvy, weakness, anemia, bruising, bleeding, and also loose teeth. And I think it's quite interesting that anemia comes up there, because yet again, anemia is something to do with an iron deficiency. So if you are experiencing anemia, it may not just be that you're deficient in iron, it could also be that you're deficient in vitamin C and unable to utilize the iron which you are ingesting in your body. So some sources of vitamin C are cantaloupes, and this is something that I don't eat very often. I don't know how many of you out there actually eat cantaloupes on a regular basis, but yet again, write your experiences, views, and opinions down in the comments. Orange juice, most of us know that, right? If we want some vitamin C, we're going to go to oranges. And although oranges isn't the source of the highest vitamin C, it's one of the most commonly known sources of vitamin C. You can get vitamin C also from broccoli, red cabbage, green and red peppers, kiwis, and tomatoes. So those are some of your vitamin C sources, and it's a extremely powerful antioxidant, and basically can prevent free radicals causing damage in the body and on the skin. So upping those antioxidants is definitely an important thing, but everything should be done in moderation. You know, if you take anything excessively, there can be side effects, and same goes for vitamins and minerals. As good as they are for us, if we have too much of them, they can have some negative effects on the body. And I believe taking excessive amounts of vitamin C particularly can cause stomach upset or stomach cramps, so you just want to make sure that you're getting that right balance there. So I'm going to communicate with my host at the moment. Is it appropriate time to go on a break before I start doing vitamin D? I think it possibly could be, because if I start the segment about vitamin D, I might get cut off right in the middle. So maybe this is a good point for me to do some shout outs and just general information. So please go and download our Relax Radio app. You guys know that you can keep up to date with us on the go. You can put it on your phone or put it on your tablet. Also, check us out on some of our other social media platforms, which includes not just Facebook, but also Twitter and YouTube. So we would love to see you guys over there as well. And also, you guys may be aware that we are doing a promotion at the moment where you guys can advertise with us for just £1, a nice introductory offer for you there. So if you have a business or a product which you'd like to promote to our Relax Radio listeners and viewers, please do get in contact and you may be able to get an advert up there with us. So I think that could be beneficial. And I also saw some adverts about properties as well. I don't know if you guys have been catching those. So have a look at that. We also are in properties as well. So Relax Radio has its finger in a lot of pies. So that may be something that you may be interested in. So I'm communicating with my host here and seeing if my host would like to go on break now. If not, then maybe I will just keep going till the end. And guys, I don't see any comments popping up there, so I don't know who's on. As you guys may be aware, we are now doing these Facebook Lives through StreamYard because the theme for the year, right, is level up. In fact, the quote of the week that I've given for today, which is sweep yourself off your feet, that is going to be the quote of the week. I've actually had that as a quote of one of my years previously. I think I've told you guys that before. I like to do themes of my year. So this year, the theme is level up. And previously, in previous years, I've had the theme sweep yourself off your feet. So doesn't look like my host is putting me on break here, so I'm just gonna keep on going. So moving on to the last vitamin of the night, it's going to be vitamin D. And this is an extremely underrated vitamin, I would say. So you see it come up there, guys, right? Advertise with us for £1 only. I'm going to read this out for you guys quickly. So, yep, £1 introductory offer. And if you want more info, please call us on 07956 911 197. So there is the number for you guys to get in contact. So continuing on, we're talking about vitamin D. As I said, I think it's a very underrated vitamin. And this helps to regulate calcium and phosphates within the body. It contributes to healthy bones, teeth, and muscles. And a lack of vitamin D can result in rickets and bone or muscle pain, osteoporosis, type 1 diabetes, certain types of cancer of the breast, the colon, the prostate, and also heart attacks as well. And you guys may remember I did a live about vitamin D quite recently, and the government is doing an initiative at the moment where it's giving certain vulnerable groups vitamin D because it's shown that there's a link between a lack of vitamin D and possibly contracting coronavirus, particularly as many people may be deficient in vitamin D at the moment from all of the lockdowns. Lockdown started right in the middle of summer last year, so people weren't outside as much as they usually would be and may be suffering from a vitamin D deficiency. And when it comes to sources of vitamin D, the sun is the main source. So the sun gives the most amount of vitamin D production than any other source, although we can get some vitamin D from things such as food. It's just not comparable to how much we get from the sun. So one of the best things you can do to get vitamin D is to get outside as much as possible and get some sun on your bare skin. Even though right now it's snowing, right? Right now it is snowing in London, at least. I don't know if it's snowing in all of the UK right now, but it's definitely snowing in London. So it's pretty difficult to get outside in not too many clothes and get that vitamin D boost. But that is one of the reasons why when it is warm, when it is hot, you should be trying to get as much sun as possible, because then your body is able to store that vitamin D source and is able to help see you through those winter months. Alternatively, you may need to supplement. If you are feeling seriously depleted of vitamin D, then supplements is definitely something to look into. And I also mentioned So, hey guys, I am back. So, that is when the break came. So, continuing on from there. So, I think I was saying that I mentioned in yesterday's live that I had attended a webinar about Black health in the UK, and vitamin D was something which came up. In fact, vitamin D was something that was very important, and there are different levels for people of different racial backgrounds as to how much vitamin D is healthy for them to have. And the more melanin that you have, the more vitamin D you should have. So, particularly those who are in the UK, and are not in countries which are extremely hot most of the year round, you can find that you do suffer with symptoms of vitamin D deficiency, and this can be supposedly a key reason why you may experience certain health issues. So, go on holiday as much as you can. Right now it's difficult, but maybe people are planning and looking forward to getting away once all of this madness has settled down, fingers crossed. So that may be something which you're able to do. And if not, winter is coming to a close rapidly, even though we're supposedly in the middle of a snowstorm. However, if we wait a couple months, spring is just round the corner, and hopefully summer is not too far away, so we will be able to get outside and get those vitamin D levels topped up. So, yeah, I think that's everything that I have to mention for you guys today. I will finally, or lastly, just mention I have had an experience of a vitamin D deficiency myself. I did speak about this in my previous live, which I did. And I would also say, just from personal experience, that some of the things that vitamin D contributes towards as well is lowering anxiety levels, also just helping the body to have a general feeling of strength and wellness. When I did go through my experience of vitamin D, my hearing and my sense of smell became extremely sensitive, and certain noises, loud noises, or certain smells would cause me to feel nausea. So, just from personal experience, I can definitely say that vitamin D is something which is very important when it comes to having a good level of health and just maintaining your health in general. So I will be coming back to you with a part three on Monday and finishing off this vitamin and mineral series. I'll keep which ones I'm going to do on the low until you guys come back and join me. So if you're interested, you'll have to be on the live. So I look forward to seeing you guys then for the third part. But I will be coming back. The next time is on Sunday to do a special Valentine's Day live for you guys. And we'll be speaking about and touching more on my quote of the week, which is sweep yourself off your feet. So do something nice for yourself, pamper yourself. It is all about self-care and self-love, particularly during this time, and also share love to others as well. So thank you guys for joining me. This has been your girl and your host, Kayla Rose, and this has been Soul Seed, the show which is dedicated to taking you to new levels of you. I wish you guys a happy rest of your Monday and a happy rest of your week until next time. And as usual, much love and stay blessed. Bye.